Hey everybody, we are here to review Edgar Wright's new film, The World's End, and I could not be more excited. I'm Andrew.
I'm Jimmy.
And I'm David.
Alright, let's get right to it. So this is the final installment, apparently, in his Cornetto trilogy, which is the three colors, a riff off of Kieslowski's three-color trilogy, and three colors flavors the Cornetto ice cream bar. Everybody orders one in these movies. Started with Shaun of the Dead, where they ordered red Cornetto, strawberry.
Zombie blood.
Zombie, yeah, gore and everything. And then in Hot Fuzz, the second in the trilogy,
is blue because of police.
Yeah, the Popo. And in this, apparently, based on what we can tell, Edgar Wright tweeted out an image of green mint Cornetto. So I guess that's a riff on the whole social sci-fi thing that they're going on.
Because aliens are green.
Right, or I was thinking more like the plant thing, like like a Day of the Triffids,
or maybe because of
like
cash,
Snatchers.
like we're pulling in the cash. This one was just done for money. Maybe that's
Soylent Green.
I think I'm more in line with David.
All right,
I'll be honest with you guys. I don't get this.
You don't get this trailer?
I don't get it at all.
Well, did you like these two films? Because I enjoyed Shaun of the Dead.
I enjoyed Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead's like a 9. Hot Fuzz maybe like a 7. I liked Shaun of the Dead so much more.
I would say Shaun of the Dead's a 10. Hot Fuzz is a 10.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
Jimmy, what do you say though for these two?
Well, this is kind of my mental thought process when I heard about this movie.
Right.
So, I first heard World's End. I go, really? They're gonna do like an apocalyptic movie?
I thought that too. I thought James Franco.
And I'm going like, it's an apocalypse movie. Like they got to get away from these genre films. Then I start watching the trailer and I see the beer and I'm like, is this going to be like a beer fest movie? Because like you start watching this and it's like here's all these different pubs and they're going to do this.
Also, they didn't show the Shaun of the Dead one. What's the Shaun of the Dead one called?
The Winchester.
The Winchester. I looked through it frame by frame to see if they would put in the Winchester.
Yeah. They do have some funny names here. One is the cock, the famous cock, which is actually I think the one they shot at is something Cook.
Yeah, I think it's the famous Cook, right?
What's that?
All of the other ones are nothing like
the
Mermaid. The Mermaid. All the other ones are nothing like the real life counterparts, but except for the cock one, which is kind of close. I see what you mean.
But so I was like, okay, I could deal with the beer fest thing. And then I'm like, oh, maybe the world's gonna end on the way to like their pub crawl.
Well, I think the trilogy though, their kind of thing is famously riffing off of genre pieces.
Yeah,
like and kind of
this one just feels
at the time they were
more...
never really loved. Like Shaun of the Dead came out, everybody has to remember it came out in the same time as 28 Days Later, and it wasn't like the zombies genre wasn't as beloved as it came out after 28 Days Later.
Still better than Zombieland.
Yeah,
and better than Warm Bodies.
Oh, insanely better than all those. And Dawn of the Dead, the remake came out around the same time. It really blew up the whole genre back up.
Check out our zombie hangout.
Right,
Link.
And the buddy cop genre was never big. Now, what's interesting about this is that, unlike the previous two films, Simon Pegg is seemingly playing more of the slacker role. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of a slacker in Shaun of the Dead.
That I kind of appreciate, because he's sort of like the punk of the group, which is normally not someone that he gets cast.
Nick Frost is usually always a bit
It's
lower.
a little bit of a role reversal here.
And he changed his hair and look to be kind of goth, I think.
He's just a little punk.
Oh, yeah. I guess London punk. That's where it started, too.
Right.
This is like an interactive Lars Waldo map. It's like, I actually stopped on that and looked at it for probably 10 minutes trying to figure out, just like, what's the course of this movie probably going to be?
There's your movie roadmap right there.
Yeah, 12 historical alehouses.
Yep. So anyway, I'm watching this and I'm going like, okay, so it's going to be like a pub crawl movie. They're just going to get really wasted, and it's like the British version of The Hangover.
And there's the Hobbit,
Beer Fest.
Martin Freeman. He's in everything.
Who was also in the previous three Cornetto movies. Only in the first one he has a passing by role where he just says hi. In the second one he's in the opening scene. So he has a scene, and now he's a lead player. He's progressing.
Do you think there'll be any Hobbit references?
Oh,
there might be a tongue-in-cheek.
There's gonna be like, I'm barefoot in this scene.
Here we go. Whoa. Move back. My favorite guy ever, Paddy Considine, who is another famous film. Like, he's turned into a terrific filmmaker. He did a Tyrannosaur a while back, which is one of the most depressing British films I've seen in a long time. And he was in Hot Fuzz. And he was amazing in Hot Fuzz. He was one of the dudes who had a mustache. And let me just say, Ray Spall, I'm sad to see that he isn't in this movie. He was the other dude with the mustache and hot fuzz, and he was the little kid who was like, you got red on you in Shaun of the Dead. And he appears to be, him along with Bill Nye appear to be the only ones who aren't in this who were in the previous two Cornetto movies. Eddie Marsan, everybody. Everybody could recognize this guy. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this movie. Eddie Marsan.
Was he in the others?
He was not in the others. He's actually, he's always the really funny kind of comedic. I don't want to say comedic because sometimes he does something incredibly serious, but you go look at something like Mike Leigh's Happy Go Lucky, and he's just a scene stealer. This guy's a monster of an actor. And I love the fact that he's going to be in a full-fledged comedy. Follow this guy on Twitter. He's hilarious. I can't contain myself.
They're going home. And then they're home.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just super excited about this movie all around.
I love you. Don't. They're doing like a
so right here,
they love doing that. They love doing those.
Yeah. So we're just over halfway through this trailer,
right?
And there is a major 180 in the tone.
That's what they do.
It takes a huge. No, but like this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
This is what kind of throws me for a loop with this movie. Is I feel like they were like, okay, we want to do another genre movie. We have this idea for like this beer movie, and we have this idea for like this alien, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers movie.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have like enough to make both of them.
That's what Shaun of the Dead was. It was a zombie romantic comedy. Rom-com is it?
But all their movies have comedy in them, and all of their movies.
And Hot Fuzz was a coming-of-age buddy cop movie.
Yeah, remember? And they make a lot of references to like Bad Boys and Point Break.
And it also had kind of like a Wicker Man thing going on, where a town's like trying to be perfect.
This is going to be kind of in this too, though, where like the town is against them.
Yeah.
So they're kind of just doing this.
They're all doing the same themes, and there's Rosamund Pike, who was in Die Another Day.
She's just lovely.
Oh, there you go.
She is.
Miss Frost.
She's great. She's great. I hated that movie, but she's great.
Yeah, no one liked Die Another Day.
Yeah.
Dude, are you kidding? The opening scene in North Korea is amazing.
Do we notice?
And then Bond is like, Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, I'm trying to see if any of these guys are recognizable.
We just actively quoted. This thing.
Yeah, it does turn a 180, and you can see that
it's kind of like Shaun of the Dead again.
It gets out of hand really quickly.
He has blue blood on him, or blue guck on him, which is great. That could be my wallpaper forever. Eddie Marsan being lit. That's very funny to me. Yeah.
Wait till we get to the
I'm very excited.
Blue lights.
That's Reese Schmiersmith. I can't pronounce his name for the life of me, but he's big on League of Gentlemen.
Not Extraordinary Gentlemen. That was not a good movie. That's something else.
It's British, just so you know, which is very funny.
Okay, that looks like War of the Worlds. They have like War of the Worlds aliens.
Yeah, there's like some kind of War of the Worlds.
Tripods, right?
Tripod alien going on there.
And
you could see, I think if you go further back, you could see.
Oh, there's a shot of it.
Which is a British.
It's like a
H.G. Wells.
It looks like some kind of like statue in a park that's come alive.
Kind of looks like the
that would be kind of cool.
Russian hammer and whatever thing.
Hammer.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like the thing that's in Beetlejuice. One of those sculptures that comes to life.
This is my art, and you will respect it. I don't mean it's my art like I bought it. I mean I made it. It's my art. Yeah,
definitely doing a little bit.
This is exactly from Hot Fuzz.
Exactly. It's see, you guys think it's ripping it off. It's not. It was in Hot Fuzz, and it's in Shaun of the Dead. It's one of the beautiful things that they always go back to.
Yeah,
and this town does recycle a lot. I don't know if those are just garbage
cans.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
But there's a lot of shot of recyclable cans. I wonder if that's going to have anything to do with the plot. I don't know. All I know is that I could not be more excited. This joke is very funny. It's been 6 years. Since
also, I
their
love
last
his expression.
installment.
Yeah, I know. It's like he's seeing something he loves.
Hey, I love it. I know it's on The Office.
Right.
The first one.
The good one.
I'm very mixed.
I thought it was going to be like James Franco's and Seth Rogen's End of the World movie when I read the title, and then I watched it, and I was like, not what I was thinking at all.
I think it is unfortunate that that movie is coming out around the same time.
That's also kind of my problem. It's like there've been a lot of sort of end of the world apocalypse
humor.
Apocalypse humor. There's the Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. There was, I mean, Melancholia is just hysterical.
Well, if I had to choose between all of those and this, I'm siding with this. Not just because he's had this idea and he's been trying to get this made, or find time to get this made, since before Scott Pilgrim, but just because it's Edgar Wright and he's like one of my favorite filmmakers.
And I think he's gonna do Ant-Man super good. He's gonna make it good.
Super good.
So he's gonna Edgar Wright's gonna do the Ant-Man project for Marvel.
Oh man!
Yeah.
But
that's a Phase 3 thing, right?
Yeah. So that's his next project after this. But I think this one's gonna be good. I think all of his other films have been great. He does have a distinct style.
He has a very distinct style.
And as you know, directors,
no one's arguing
auteur movement, you know, it's good to do your own, like to have a vision and to stick to it.
Right.
For a lot of directors.
Right. Yeah, I could not be more excited about this movie. I love Edgar Wright so much. So much. So let's just get into our pros and cons. Just
pros.
Pros, it's Edgar freaking Wright, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost coming back for the final installment of the Cornetto trilogy.
And the trailer, I think pros at the trailer, like it tells you it's an Edgar Wright movie. It's like, hey, we're making references to Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz with the fence jumping. And there's going to be a lot of, you know, the camera moving in and out. And then a lot of Simon Pegg making jokes and being Simon Pegg. You know, he's a talented actor and I'm glad to see him back.
Yes. Pros for you, Jimmy.
Looks like there'll be some good jokes.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I know. I mean,
does somebody have a gun to your head?
No, they don't have a gun to my head. I'm just. I think I need to like marinate in this trailer. I feel like I just don't even understand what I just watched. I've watched this now like 4 times and I don't understand it.
Compared to other trailers, it's the same as any other trailer.
No, I will say a con.
The jump that they take in the trailer, like I would have been much happier if there was like this, you know, beard tour thing, and at the last like 15 seconds or so, it was like, but something's not right. Like some like hinting at something.
I do
more.
think.
If Andrew didn't like this filmmaker, he would hate this trailer.
No, that's not true.
It's a bad trailer.
It's not a good trailer.
Well,
it's not a good trailer.
Whoa.
Made me want to see the movie.
I agree. The trailer isn't the most mind blowing thing ever, but
it's a little shoddy the way it's put together.
No, you're right.
Did you see the White House Down trailer?
The second one's awesome.
This was my problem with the Elysium trailer too, which is like if you didn't care that it was, you know.
No, Elysium it's more of like a mood trailer. This is like trying to sell you on this idea that doesn't make any sense.
I think it's selling you on Edgar Wright's style.
What do you mean it doesn't make any sense? How does it make any less sense?
Like a call to action
of the Dead. Or is it Shaun of the Dead because zombies, you know, zombies, and
watch the Shaun of the Dead trailer right after this, and you will see the Shaun of the Dead trailer. You know exactly what you're getting when you see Shaun of the Dead.
No, you don't. You don't know exactly what you get. That's why it was so popular, because it reinvented kind of what you can do with horror and comedy, because it was just as much a horror movie as it was a comedy, and it had something to say about how you're meandering through your midlife in the 20s and blah, 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 blah,
blah. What if Indiana Jones 4 was like, and there's going to be aliens? In the trailer,
you just totally spoiled Indiana Jones 4.
But I mean, like,
5 years
problem
late.
like I said, the problem I have with it is that you're going along. You're like, okay, this is going to be funny. They're going to be like drinking. It's going to be all that kind of humor and that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like, this is weird. Like at first, when I saw those people standing there in the trailer, I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's like a dry county now, and they have to like find like, you know, speakeasies to go drinking or something, like, you know, some like.
But there's always going to be something supernatural.
There's going to be like some underground drinking.
You got to have something supernatural in these movies.
But that's just, I don't know.
Well, I mean, like,
it reminds me of The Watch, to be honest.
Oh, like the Ben Stiller movie. I guess.
I honestly though, like, Shaun of the Dead and what he did kind of brought back that kind of idea for genre filmmaking with comedies, and it did it the best. So I feel like out of everybody who's kind of tried to do this, and you're right, Shaun of the Dead or The Watch kind of is trying to do this.
Yeah.
End of the World or whatever the other World's End movie is kind of trying to do something. This is the end. I feel like Edgar Wright has earned it because his films actually are good.
Absolutely. I don't take anything away from him. I'm just saying. I don't think the movie might not be bad.
Right.
The trailer is not good.
All right, and on that, I think the hypothetical of selling this as just like old friends going back to do this route, and then watching the movie and having the surprise that like, oh, there's also this like Dave the Triffids
whole nother layer.
plot.
Yeah,
I think that would be amazing. I don't think it would sell, which is sad, but I maybe it would sell because people didn't go flocking to see The Watch, and I doubt The World's End is gonna do much better.
This is the end.
This is the end. I'm sorry. Yeah,
they're using the word.
I'm getting those two confused way too much. Yeah. Anyway,
that's another problem.
this is the final.
We'll see. Hopefully there's another trailer that comes out. This is only the teaser trailer, so the theatrical trailer could just be even better.
Right.
I'm hoping. I have high hopes. I don't think I'm not an Edgar Wright hater or anything like that. I'm very this trailer kind of confused me.
No, I agree, and I think a majority, like 95% of why I'm excited is just knowing the talent behind it, and isn't really resonating just from this trailer alone.
Absolutely.
I like the music. I think the music helps, because trailers are a lot about pumping people up, and they've got pump up music.
And clearly Andrew is very pumped up, and
I'm going to go home and watch Spaced. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, that's a TV show for anyone who doesn't
Next time, Andrew will tell you how he likes space. But for the Instant Trailer Review Show,
I'm Andrew.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm David.
Thanks for watching.